don't want y'all to have to go through the stuff that I went through trying to figure out what's the best hair. I gotta get this done. Is the mic on? Yeah, the mic is on. Hey y'all, I'm B. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another video, and today I'm going to be taking y'all into a deep dive into my favorite brand that I use to achieve the straight crochet. But first, if you're new here, I want you to take a look at this video so that you can get a full sense of the entire process of doing a straight crochet. This is something that I recently posted on both my Instagram and my TikTok, and I got almost 1 million views on each one, so I figured I'm gonna start the video off with this. This install is a custom color blend for my client who has gray roots in the front. I wanted to make sure that it matched as it grew out, so I suggested to her that we blend some white with some 1B so that we could get a salt and pepper effect in the front and it would match her new growth. And so she took my suggestion, and here we are. Boom. Flawless. Like, what crochet? What is we even talking about? So anyway, watch the rest of this video so you can see how I style it and finishing touches, and then you'll get to hear how she feels about it at the very end.
Like they're a lesser house of delirium, but they do not have dragons.
It is really pretty.
I love it. With dragons.
I do. I like it.
You like the volume?
I do. And it was a good idea mixing the gray. Now I see what you're saying. It would have started my edges, you know, and then it would have been harder.
So a little background, I started doing straight crochets, I want to say around like 2012. But if you remember back during that time, we were using Marley hair a lot to experiment with different crochet looks. So working with the Marley hair became like very like tedious and arduous like at times. It was just like really hard to detangle. So if you try crochet braids like back in that era, then you know what I'm talking about.
Never again.
You know what I'm talking about. So since then, I had just been on a mission to just try out every kind of crochet brand or some braid brands even that I thought I could achieve that same look. Something that was inspired by a natural looking straight, like a yaki straight, not too straight and too silky, but my inspo at the time was scissor. I wanted something like a blowout, like a soft kind of, but textured, like nothing too silky and straight. So I did a lot of looking around for hairs that fit that texture. And so it was a lot of trial and error. I was completely ecstatic when I stumbled across this brand that I'm about to tell y'all about today. It looks just like our hair blown out. It's very soft and it's very lightweight. It is very easy to brush. It is very manageable, very easy to bring back to life, very versatile. It can be straightened completely silky, but I don't always recommend that because your new growth is not going to come in silky. There's so many different ways that you can curl this hair. And so today I'm just going to take you on a little deep dive into a lot of the styles I've done with the hair throughout the years. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get on into it. Is this on?
Let's do it.
Shout out to everybody who's already supported by purchasing my ebook, y'all. I really appreciate it. Bee's Knees is my 23-page ebook and guide to shopping crochet hair, especially of all of the styles that I've done in my tenure as a crochet stylist. So anything you see on my page, you can find in this book. My favorites are always highlighted with the bumblebee at the bottom of the page. So if you're interested in seeing some of the brands that I use, y'all, you can purchase this on my website under the shop tab. Link in bio. All right, can I get a drum roll? And the hair I'm using is Definition Braid by HairBeeNatural. That's the name of the company, HairBeeNatural. It's called Definition Braid. I do think that when it first came out, it was more intended for like updos like you see on here or braided hairstyles. But they might have got hip that we're using this for crochet. So they recently installed the little crochet styles latch hook friendly little logo on it. But it's okay because we've been using it, but we've been new. Y'all was late to the party, not us. Welcome. Take your coat off, get comfortable. This is what the hair is going to look like fresh out of the package. It really truly just looks like Afro kinky, like natural hair with a good blowout. So think of the best blow dry you've ever had and multiply that times 10 on crack. So I took the time to measure it. This gives you about 30 inches, but remember it's crochet, so the hair has to be folded in half. What I recommend that you do, because the hair comes so bluntly cut, is to feather the ends manually. So you're going to use your fingers. You basically pinch, pluck, pull just to erase or blend out that sharp, blunt line on the ends of the hair, how it comes in the package. So you can also use a brush that'll help you keep it detangled and also help with the feathering process. You know, like when we used to get box braids back in the day, the hair didn't used to come pre-feathered. We had to do it ourselves. It's the same principle here. So this hair does come in your regular colors like 1, 1B, and 2, but it also comes in a bunch of other colors like auburn and blonde. It comes in different shades of red and purple and orange. And you can do a flat color by picking one of those shades, or you can get freaky and start mixing the colors up, which is what a lot of people ask me to do. It just looks a lot more natural. To get this color, I had to blend 3 different colors to make her highlights in the front. And this just gives it a little bit more depth of color, so it doesn't just like a flat, one shade. So for example, I'm mixing black and white here to get gray. You just got to get creative. You can choose whichever foundation works best for you. I find that for the straight crochet, the best braid pattern is about 6 braids in the front on each side and a beehive or something similar in the back. I don't like bulky braids in my installs because even though chances are you can't see it, the client can feel it, and I've been there, and I don't want to feel no big sushi roll at any point in my foundation, even if I can't see it. It's just uncomfortable to lay on. It's just like mentally just anxiety inducing. So I like my braids to be as small and as flat as possible without too many braids, which will make the install like just way too full. So I had to get creative here and create a foundation that would allow half of her hair to go up with half down, but still give her the versatile parting options in the front. And so this is what it looks like with her part from ear to ear in the back before we straightened it. Yo, you cannot tell me this is not somebody's natural hair that just got blow dried out before we trim it. This is her hair. I've had maybe 1 or 2 client requests to wear hair in its natural state. Those are usually the clients who are very well versed with caring for synthetic hair. But the second step after I install the hair for most clients is to press it. And I like to do a semi-press. I won't make it completely silky straight because like I said before, your roots are not going to grow in silky straight, and you want it to somewhat blend when it grows in. So I go for more like of an 80% press. Now I'm using my flat irons here. This brand is Babyless. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how I say it. And I never turn it over 300. It's always on 300 or lower. But see, here's the TikTok Temu brush, and that also does a good job. If you don't have any of those, you also can use your blow dryer. You got to be creative. Just use what you have on hand. It's a lot of different ways that you can get this hair straight. So you can see here, I'm flipping through her parts. My technique, I call it the B-stitch technique. It doesn't have hidden knots on either side of it. So you can flip your crochet to either side of any of your braids, and you'll be able to use that as a parting option. After I straighten, that's when I usually go in and do the framework and the finishing touches. So that usually means teasing. This is what I'm doing here. You can use a rat tail comb, you can use a teasing tool, you can use your fingers and pluck it, you can use a teasing brush, you can use whatever works for you. Again, be creative. There's no one way to do anything. It's 9,999 ways to skin a cat. But after you skin that cat, this is what the edges should look like. It should look slashed. Remember, y'all, volume is your crochet bestie. Volume gives you coverage and gives you the illusion that the hair is growing from the scalp. And the way that you achieve volume is to tease it. I do have a pretty old video up about crochet and teasing and what that does, but I'm feeling like I should probably make a newer, updated one. What y'all think about that? Drop a comment below if that's something you want to see. And if you want to see the old one, I'll link that below as well. Now here is some ponytail action. This is what like a mid-level ponytail looks like when you pull it up and make sure that the perimeter is teased. But I also wanted to show y'all a client who asked me to give her bangs and a high bun. So you can achieve a high pony as well. Some of my clients prefer to wear it straight, but I like to give it a little bit of curl. I just find that it's easier to maintain. It's like lower maintenance when you put some kind of curls in it. It takes more work to maintain a tangle-free straight look with synthetic hair. So this is the rollers that I use. You can get a hot roller set from Amazon. The brands I've used have been Conair, Revlon, all kinds of brands. I've never had one that didn't work or didn't get me the type of curls that I was looking for. And so if you're looking for a sexy, sultry, voluminous, Farrah Fawcett 70s type of hairstyle, these are the curls that you can use to get it in. It's honestly the quickest and easiest way to get curls with synthetic hair. I want you to really take advantage of the fact that none of your natural hair is left out. So try a different color, try a different length. I usually cut mine into a bob right before I take it out. Sometimes I do a braid out like you see here. Sometimes I'll use flexi rods or perm rods and use the boiling water method to curl it. So you just, like I said, time and time again, you have to be really creative with your installs. I know a lot of y'all asked, what does it look like as it starts to get older? So I wanted to post some of the footage some of my clients have sent throughout the years. This actually, I think, was about 14 weeks in. This was right before she took it out and she was showing me all of her hair growth. Here are my final tips for this hair. Number one, price. You shouldn't be paying more than $10 a pack for this hair, and you shouldn't be using more than 5 packs. So $50 should be your budget for this hairstyle. Number two, prepare to spend time getting comfortable in the learning curve. You're not going to nail this the very first time that you do it. It's going to take some practice. It might take you all day to complete the whole install. Even for me, and I'm a professional, it takes me 6 hours to do this on a client. Number three, braid or twist this hair and put it back in the packaging to reduce friction and tangling during storage. Okay, so now that you've watched the video, I want you to go to your local hair store and ask for this hair. If they have it, I want you to get it and I want you to try it and let me know how you like it. Come back to the comment section and let me know what you think. If your local hair supply doesn't have this hair, what you need to do is go in there and ask every time you stop at the hair store and ask them when they're going to order it. The more of us that they have demanding it, the more likely they are to supply it. For the record, no, I do not sell it, but I'm pretty sure that if enough of y'all go to the beauty supply and start asking, they're going to start selling this hair and they're going to start manufacturing it more for all of us to be able to buy it. So thanks for stopping by my channel. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Leave any questions or comments that you have down below in the comment section. I'll answer as many of them as I possibly can. If you haven't already been following me on Instagram, TikTok, same name, HairBeeNatural, not HairBeeNatural, but HairBeeNatural. If you're interested in my tutorial for 3 different methods that you can use to achieve a knotless crochet install, you can click on this video right here. And if you're interested in seeing my favorite crochet braid pattern, then you can click on this video right here. And I hope to see you back at the next video. How'd I do? Let me know below. If it ain't on, this is how it's gonna stay, because this is how we about to do the rest of this video. I'm about to start spilling all the tea. Like, leave out just be too much. It just be doing too much. Like, no ma'am, no thank you.